Angels Care Home Health, serving Hayes and the surrounding areas, is a Medicare-certified home health agency providing quality skilled nursing and restorative therapy services to patients in their homes.
I would recommend Angel Care to anybody. They have really helped me regain my strength.
Angels Care is there to help 24 hours a day, and all services are covered 100% by Medicare for patients who are eligible. Angels Care Home Health. We serve patients.
I couldn't have survived this without Angels Care.
Eagle Community Television presents Community Connection with your host, Mike Cooper.
Hello and welcome again to Community Connection from Eagle Community Television. Thanks for watching, and thanks as always to our producer, Jeff Durall. We're in the President's office with President of Fort Hays State University, Dr. Mirta Martin, who is recording this particular event a little bit early because we have a trip to take,
yes,
right,
sir.
President Martin?
Yes, sir. It's actually a pilgrimage for me. I leave tomorrow morning with God's help to go to Washington, D.C. to see the Pope. I have been very blessed to have received an invitation from two Congress people to be part of those gathered on the west lawn of the White House. And so I am just excited as a Catholic. It's, you know, it's every Catholic's dream to be able to be that close to the Pope. It's our understanding that after the joint address that he will deliver to Congress, he will come out on a balcony to those assembled. Of course, people are also saying that he will most likely come and mingle in the crowd because that's what he does. He's the Pope's, the people's Pope. So I'm very much looking forward to perhaps have the opportunity to be as close as you and I are to each other.
And we're talking about the Pope,
Yes,
Pope
sir.
Francis.
Pope Francis. You know, I was talking to Diane O'Brien earlier, and I said to her, in many ways this has special meaning for me. And she kind of looked and she said, because you're a Catholic. And I said, no. Do you know why he has special meaning to me? Perhaps?
Why?
Take a wild guess. Think.
Well, the combination of your background?
He's the first Hispanic Pope.
Ah, okay. Gotcha.
He's the first Hispanic Pope. So, you know, if I get the opportunity to visit with him, I can speak the mother tongue to him so that he can understand it best. And so I'm very excited of being able to do that. I will be spouting, of course, my black and gold. Once a tiger, always a tiger. And I hope and pray that I will have the opportunity to ask him for two things. One is prayer for peace, and the other one is prayer for my daughter Catherine, who, as you know, has been suffering for the past 10 years with chronic pain. And it's, as we are taught, when two or more gather in his name, God hears our prayers. So I'm asking for healing for Catherine and for those who, like her, suffer.
You've been following Pope Francis and his work with the people.
Yes.
What's your impression of this Pope?
He's the people's Pope. He is everything that a Pope should be. He's humble. He's sincere. There are no airs about him. It's not about material things. It really is about spiritual. It's about creating a connection with God. It's about bringing all of God's people together. And it's not just about Catholics. If you hear his message, he's asking all the faithful to come together. And that's what a Pope should do. You know, oftentimes religion is used to divide people. Religion should be used to unite people. And that's what he's doing. He's uniting people under one God.
And I've seen so many examples of him relating to what might be termed the least of these.
That's right. Again, he is living Scripture. You know, if you feed someone, you're feeding Christ. If you are kind to the least of the people, you're being kind to Christ. He's wearing that message. He is spearheading that message. He is the representation, the living Bible in many ways. So there's been a resurgence of faith, and I speak to non-Catholics, and even there's a draw to the message of remembering your faith and having faith. And so this is a pilgrimage. This is for a Catholic or for a Christian or for anybody who believes that this is a holy man that is trying to bring peace to our world. It's important, it's that need that fills our hearts today for something better than is. And that's why I'm going there. I'm taking a couple of personal days to go fill my heart with joy and with faith.
Got to switch gears now, because by the next time we visit Homecoming of 2015,
yes,
Passport to the World. All about reconnecting in family, isn't it?
Always about family. Always, always, always is welcoming back our alumni home, because that's where they belong, home. And the word is out to all alumni, come back home. This is where you belong, and this is where you're wanted.
I've got to show this booklet.
Yes.
That is the Fort Hays magazine for Homecoming that Andy Stanton designed the cover
Yes.
for. Passport to the world, if you will. What's the message to alumni and Fort Hays family from President Martin?
The message is Fort Hays State University is the destination of choice because of our programs of distinction and our people of excellence. And our alumni, our faculty, our staff, our students, our friends, they're people of excellence, and they belong home. And so I want all alumni home, so that there's an APB going out to all of you who are out there. Come on home.
There are a lot of new things, too, at Fort Hays State University. The new doctoral degree in their nursing practice.
Yes, sir.
You have a new provost,
Yes, sir.
Dr. Glenn, that we had an opportunity to visit with.
Yes.
New position for Dr. Joy Hatch, Vice President for Technology. Dr. Joy Lynn has moved into the Vice President for Division of Student Affairs. New things at Fort Hays State.
New beginnings at Fort Hays. We are an institution on the move. We are an institution that is evolving before your eyes. We're seizing all that is great and good and bringing it home. We have a campus that is safe, that provides our students with a safe environment where they can thrive, where they can learn under the careful eye of their parents. And that's what we are. They're surrogate parents. We talked about it earlier, but at convocation, I told the faculty and the staff, those assembled, that we needed to shift from a culture of access to a culture of completion. And the way to do that is at any one time in our lives, here at Fort Hays or out there in our community, we are father, mother, sister, brother, and mentor to these kids, and we must be part of their lives. That's what keeps them here. That's what allows them to graduate. And for me and for the faculty and the staff, and I know the community, we don't intend to fail. We need to become the destination of choice for the bright minds of Kansas and the bright minds of this country, so that we can educate them. Because Fort Hays State University is a university where the American dream is alive and well.
Part of Homecoming and part of the Fort Hays State magazine referred to Tigerizing the Campus. What do we mean by that?
Well, branding is everything. And I have been on this branding campaign for Fort Hays State University. The first part of it is, of course, involves my campaign of be less humble. Remember, it's just we do a lot of things very well. One thing we don't do all that well, and that's we don't tell our story.
Right.
And that's why you and Jeff are so magnificently wonderful, because you allow us to tell the story. You allow us to tell the world why they should make Fort Hays State University their destination of choice, and we have to get that word out. And so part of getting that word is the assimilation process of looking at something and immediately knowing what it is. You know, when you look at the swish, you know what that is. When you look at, I don't know,
the tiger scarf,
you know, the tiger
example.
scarf,
Yeah.
you know what it is. When you look at the tiger figure, you know what it is. And so part of the Tigerizing the Campus is being able to say, you know, that tiger that's back there, that's the Fort Hays tiger. That's not this tiger or that tiger. That's the Fort Hays tiger, and people associated with Fort Hays State University. When they see our name, FHSU, they know that that name means Fort Hays State University. And they know that the stripes, the gold stripes, mean Fort Hays University. So we're trying to create an environment where people's understanding of branding is translated into becoming a destination. It's being able to go out there, and regardless of where you are in the world or in the United States, if you see those tiger stripes, you think, that's Fort Hays. If you see that tiger, you know it's Fort Hays, and that should be the first thing that comes to your mind. So we're really excited. The kids really enjoy it. And of course, I have to say thank you to my big brothers at facilities, because it was they who painted the tiger stripes all over campus, and that's no small feat.
No kidding.
You know, so it goes back again to, you know, what we have been discussing. It takes everyone on this campus.
That was my point. Everybody can get involved in this.
Everybody, and everybody has a significant impact on the future of this university. Enrollment and retention is everybody's business. Pride is everybody's business. Being part of the Fort Hays family is everybody's business. So we are very deliberate, as I said earlier, in bringing everybody home and having that tiger spirit be contagious. I just want to go ahead and infect everybody with the tiger spirit.
Well, you're well on your way, believe me, President Martin. Now, part of the magazine also referred, as a part of Tigerizing the Campus, something called the Spirit Rock. What's that all about?
We're going to be painting our spirits all over campus and showcasing it all over the world. And again, it goes back to every single minute, every single time, every single moment that we can carry with us the love and the spirit of Fort Hays State University is not, it's what's needed so that we can continue to grow, which is critical, as you well know, so that we can continue to educate our people. And you know, the growth is not just growth for growth's sake. The changes are not changes for change's sake. They're methodical, they're weighted. It's everything is evidence-based that allows us to take a leap. 71% of the jobs in Kansas by 2020 will require at least a 2-year degree. It is incumbent upon us to allow the next generation of leaders to have access to the education that you and I have had the privilege to have. And we are committed to make sure that that continues. And we're committed to ensuring that the spirit is contagious and that people have a part in that spirit.
And you want a visible sign of this in the Spirit Rock.
Yes.
What you're looking for is a solid piece of boulder, basically.
Yes, sir.
What about the size of a Volkswagen, I think was the description
That's
of the
right.
magazine.
That's exactly right. And again, it needs to be visible. The more that we get our name out there, the more that we show our pride in our university, the more that people are going to say, maybe I should check Fort Hays State University out. And that's what we're trying to do.
As we look to homecoming of 2015, what's the future of Fort Hays? What are you going to tell the alums and friends in your presentation to them during the Alumni Banquet. Where is Fort Hays headed in the future, President
moon.
Martin?
Fort Hays State is headed to the stars. The future is bright. The future is exciting. There is a contagious energy that has swept all over campus. I walk through campus and I see the smile in the faculty. I see the twinkle in the eyes in the staff. I see the hopping with energy of the students, the hugs. You know, the handshakes have been replaced by hugs. But all of that is because we're now a family and we're coming together, and it's because of education, and it's because of the quality of our education. So the message to the faculty, the message to the staff, the message to the alumni is that the best is yet to be, because Fort Hays State University is and will be forevermore a destination of choice because of our programs of distinction and our people of excellence.
And a passport to the world.
And a passport to the world.
President Mirta Martin, Homecoming 2015, our community connection.
Thank you.
Angels Care Home Health, serving Hays and the surrounding areas, is a Medicare-certified home health agency providing quality skilled nursing and restorative therapy services to patients in their homes.
There's not any words to describe their kindness.
Angels Care is there to help 24 hours a day, and all services are covered 100% by Medicare for patients who are eligible. Angels Care Home Health. We serve patients.
They saved my life.